let's dive in, bring both of these SUVs here at Hyundai to you guys without wasting your guys' time. Just don't forget to like and subscribe here at Vagabond Builds with James Sandu for car reviews and car products. A quick shout out to Roseville Hyundai here at the Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California for providing us these vehicles, as well as if you got some for us to film, here's our email below. Email us, we'll talk details later. Keep watching. We're also going to drop the MSRP stickers for all you guys that are couch potatoes shopping from home and you guys want to find out prices and tags. We're dropping that here. Now, what do we got in this video? We got a Santa Fe versus the all-new Palisade. A mid-size, and yeah, Sandu says it's a big size. I call it the full size here at Hyundai, but that's debatable. Leave in the comment section below what you guys think it is, okay? Because we kind of argued about it. Now, on the Santa Fe, we get 2 different options with regards to powertrain and 5 different options in trim. You have an SC, SEL, XRT Limited, and Calligraphy. 5 trims. 2 powertrain options. The one you see in this video is the 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine paired together with an 8-speed dual clutch transmission, pushing 277 horsepower with 311 pounds-feet of torque. Now, MPG on this exact unit, 20 city, 28 highway, with a 17-gallon gas tank size, 17.7 to be exact. Now, what do we get? Sorry, with regards to the hybrid, 1.6-liter, 4-cylinder turbocharged hybrid system with a 6-speed transmission, and that one's pushing 227 horsepower. Front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive optional. Here on the all-new redesigned Palisade 2026, we get 2 different options as well and 6 different trims. The trims is going to be SE, SEL, SEL Premium. The new name for XRT will be XRT Pro in 2026. And then we get Limited, like the one in this video, and Calligraphy. 2 powertrain options, going to be 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder hybrid system with 2 electric motors, and that is going to give you 329 horsepower, 339 pounds-feet of torque with a 6-speed transmission. Now, on this exact unit, we got a 3.5-liter. They've done away with the 3.8 in the old bodies, and they brought 3.5-liter naturally aspirated 8-speed automatic transmission. This one is pushing 287 horsepower with 260 pounds-feet of torque. Now, MPG on this exact unit here is 18 city, 24 highway, and this is going to be a 19-gallon gas tank size. Now, let's go ahead and bring the front end to you guys. They both are limited trims, so keep that in mind. We want to try to get as close as possible to the trim so you guys don't get confused. Now, what do we got here? We got LED in the front headlights, LED rear tail lights, as well as LED hazards, and this H is going to be the daytime running light if your hazards aren't on. LED bar going across here in between those rectangular squares. We have high gloss black, chrome black as well on the rectangle squares, 360 panoramic camera in the Limited, as well as bumper sensors. Lower grille is high gloss black, and the trim here, hyper silver. These vents are active. They open up and close with live and active air vents here for the wheel area. Then we come over to the Limited Palisade. Limited Palisade, this is the hazards as well as daytime running lights when the hazards aren't on, LED projector headlights, and we have an LED bar going across as well. This is the new Limited grille. Bumper sensors going across as well as a hyper silver. Active air vents here when these open up, as well as a matte gray trim piece on the bottom of that bumper fascia. Now, I have to say, they did a great job from the old body styles in Santa Fe and Palisade. Honestly, if they didn't have the H for Hyundai, I know it's kind of a Korean design, but they are really good, and they probably will confuse people because they are looking very simple and clean, minimalist look. Over to the side of the vehicle. Now, let's start talking dimensions. Well, dimensions on the Santa Fe is going to be 190 inches in length, 9 inches shorter than the Palisade, 199 inches. Now, you got 75 inches in the width versus 78 inches, and then 68 inches on height versus 70 inches on height. Palisade is completely bigger from all points of view. You have 7 passenger maximum on the Santa Fe and 8 passenger maximum on the Palisade. Fenders, let's move on with the body. Get a load. They do resemble each other. You can tell that they're of the same family. All right, with the wheel well trims, a little bit different. Limited gets painted on the Palisade, matte black plastic on the Santa Fe. Dropping down to the rims, different designs on the rims, but the same colors with the machine surface silver and the high gloss gunmetal gray look. Tires on the Santa Fe, 255, 45, 20, and they're running a Kumo Crugin HP 71. The rubber on the Palisade is going to be a 255, 50, 20, and that's a Kumo Majesty Solus. Suspension system, shock spring strut suspension. Side mirrors, Do come automatic foldable blind spot assist, integrated blinker lighting, and the camera on the bottom. Windows around the Palisade completely painted or hyper silver, which gives it more of a luxury look. Here on the Santa Fe, it's matte black plastic with high gloss black in between the window frames. Now, you do have keyless fob entries. Over to the trim work, different trim with the matte black plastic and hyper silver, high gloss black with the hyper silver. And we come over here, this is where you're gonna see a lot of difference here as well. Keep an eye out for that. The body lines too, this is not as wide looking. This actually pops out and protrudes more to the exterior of the vehicle, as well as the doors. Our doors on our Palisades are just huge doors, right? Versus the Santa Fe, again, mid-sized door as well, all right? We got the roof rails up top. Those crossbars are add-on options, so keep that in mind. And then we come over to the rear ends. Here at the rear end, Santa Fe, top kind of more flat looking. Back here, privacy glass, brake lights, Santa Fe. We have the LED rear taillights with the H emblem, letting you know it's a Hyundai, and bumper sensors, parking reflectors, and the backup lights right here. 3,500 pounds of max towing capacity if you have the 2.5 liter. If you have the hybrid, it's 2,000 pounds on the Santa Fe, and the spare tire is under the vehicle. If we come over to the Palisade, the spoiler looks a whole lot better with the brake light, LED bar, privacy glass, not so vertical back here, but a little bit more curvature to the rear end. Palisade, we have some high gloss black trim to kind of offset that color on the tailgate, backup camera. Then we come over to the hyper silver trim, bumper sensors, and then we got high gloss black rear bumper fascia, parking reflectors, and backup lights. Now, we have the tow package under this cover. And when you have the naturally aspirated 3.5, you get 5,000 pounds of max towing capacity. If you have the hybrid, 4,000 pounds of towing capacity. And the tire is tucked away under the vehicle as well. Let's go ahead and bring the cargos over to you guys. This is where you're going to see a lot of difference as well. This might be a make it or break it for you guys. Now let's start with the Santa Fe cargo. Santa Fe cargo, 15 cubic feet of space, third row seat up. If you drop that third row, 41 cubic feet of space, and third and second row, 80 cubic feet of space. Now let's go ahead and show you guys a little bit about it. 12-volt outlet here on the left. It is everything manual back here. You got to drop it that way. You can mess around with the backrest here as well. Increase or decrease that angle of the backrest. Drop that down. You get an electric control panel to drop the second row seat from back here. What do we get under the mats? Your spare tire stuff and some more cargo area. Now let's go ahead and shoot over to the Palisade. Now with the third row seat up, 19 cubic feet of space, so that's 4 more cubic feet of space than the Santa Fe. If we drop the third row, it's 46 cubic feet of space, so that's 4 more cubic feet of space with the third row down, and then 87 cubic feet of space maximum versus 80, which is 7 more cubic feet of space. That might be a big change for you guys, or make it or break it deal. 12-volt outlet here on the left, as well as you get your control units for the third and second row, completely electrical everything. You can mess around with the backrest electric. You press and hold, and it just goes down and up by itself, along with the second rows too. Now, under here, you get more cargo area in your tire situation too. Now we're pretty much done with powertrain talk, trim talk. We also have exterior and cargo. Let's talk interior. Before we continue with this video, if you find yourself in the Sacramento, California, or the greater Sacramento area like Rockland, Roseville, Elk Grove, and many other cities, if you need a passenger van rental for the friends and the family for the fun activities such as San Francisco, Napa Valley Wine Country, Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, Yellowstone, and many other places, use the link in the description below and rent from Vagabond Van Rentals. We also deliver. Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and continue with this video. Now let's talk interior first of the Santa Fe. It is going to be feeling a bit smaller in here. But let's go ahead and bring to you guys the seating surfaces. Leather with the H engraved for the Hyundai. We get heated and ventilated seats in the Limited, but I'm not focusing on the bells and whistles, more on the overall design. So what your dashboard looks like, completely different versus the Palisade, along with your H trim and the vents. Got a shelf here. This kind of resembles each other because the Palisade has a shelf here right above the non-lockable glove compartment too, but you do have an extra glove compartment in the Santa Fe, so that's a plus over the Palisade. Coming over to the infotainment screen, kind of same exact tech in regards to the screens with the interface that is integrated into the screens, as well as you get the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto in both, and the maps look the same. Let's go ahead and show you guys that. That's what the maps look like. Now let's show you the camera system on the Santa Fe. So with the camera systems, you could actually change the angles of that as well. Let's go back. We drop down over to the controls for the screen. You get touch sensitive and hard buttons, as well as dual climate controls. You'll mess around with your heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and your dual climate knobs. Hard buttons here for drive modes, auto hold, hill descent, and so much more there. And the overall design is completely different in regards to the center console. 2 wireless charging pad limited in the limited Santa Fe with the USB-C plugins right here. Cup holders and a dual way opening center console lid. We have a bridge here, which kind of resemble each other because both of them have space here, as well as a 12-volt outlet right here. Now come over to the driver steering wheel area. Completely the same steering wheel, nothing different on the steering wheel. We have the lever here that looks pretty much the same. The only thing that you're going to get different on the Palisade, engine start stop, is on the lever right here. So it kind of cleans up that button as well. A lever here on the right for the windshield wipers, lighting lever on the left. We come over to the left-hand side of the dashboard. We get some more buttons here, as well as ambient lighting going vertically down that dashboard. Door panels. So what the door panel looks like. Memory seating here, handle looks like this. The door panel looks completely different in the Palisade. Bose premium sound system in this limited. They also put it in the Palisade limited, and your armrest, very nice. Up top, manual visor, tilt slide, sunroof option, very cool. They pretty much resemble each other. Same control panel and rear view mirror auto dimming capability with your garage door openers. Let's show you second and third row. Now let's talk second row Santa Fe, and wanted to put things into perspective like space for you guys. Well, space on the first row with regards to leg room, you're getting 44 inches. Second row is 42 inches, and the third row is 30 inches. Versus the Palisade, where the Palisade is 44, 43 on the second one, and 34 in the third, and you're going to see a lot more room on that third row in the Palisade. Now, what do we got back here? Bench seats. We have 3 passengers here. You could also get a Santa Fe, I believe, captain chairs, armrest, cup holders. We also have car seat compatibility. In front, hardback of the front seats with the hardback pockets, as well as your air vents on the B-pillars. Coming over to the rear of the center console, we have more cubby room here, as well as USB-C plugins here and here that resembles each other on both vehicles. And then the door panels. Both do get the sun visors because of the limited trims. You get 2 cup holders in the Santa Fe, as well as heated seats and a window switch. Now, ways to control the seat exactly the same as the Palisade. A lever here for going forward and rearward, a button here for bunny hopping, a lever here for the backrest, and another button here for the bunny hop too. All right. Now, I'm not going to shoot over to the third row. I'm just going to show you guys real quick what you get back there. Is you still get the leather seats. They do not come heated or ventilated, where the Palisade Limited gets heated seats on the third row. And you get USB-C plugins on the right and on the left, as well as your rear AC control knob here, which is very cool. The air vents are pretty different because they're placed on the side panels, which they're going to be blowing more towards the center right over your lap instead of in your face. And you have an inverter, a 115-volt inverter with reading lights right over the lap rest. Okay, very cool. You can mess around with the angles of these backrests, but you cannot mess around with the bench going forward and back. The Palisade actually messes around front and back. So I'm going to show you guys that right now. Now let's talk Palisade. Well, I have to say the new 2026, so much more airy inside, wide feeling. It is open concept, beautiful feeling inside this vehicle. Now, leather wrap seating, you don't have the H's, just kind of lines going through the backrest. You do get heated and ventilated seats, as well as memory seating just on the driver's side, just like the Santa Fe. In front of that passenger seat, again, that shelf does resemble with the non-lockable glove compartment, but no higher or upper glove compartment here. You just have that, it's not natural wood, it's actually a wrap, but again, you have that inlay with that beautiful beige color. Over to the tech screen, as you guys can see, what I meant by the tech looks pretty much the same. If we go ahead and slide over, this is what your navigation looks like with the tech. All right, and then we could go back home. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, very nice and responsive infotainment screen, as well as your camera button. That's what it looks like. Now we drop down. Got the hard buttons for the screen up there as well. You get some buttons here on the side, as well as some buttons here for your drive modes. You get up to 7 drive modes versus the Santa Fe was 4. Further lower, we still have the same interface for the dual climate control. Same look, just different setup or where it's placed. And then we got that kind of cut in between with more cargo or personal belonging room, 12 volt, 180 watt outlets, as well as the new look on the 2026 center console. USB-C plugins, as well as a wireless charging pad. You don't get two wireless charging pads. That's kind of a bah humbug moment. Cup holders, beautiful, with the center console area. Up top, same exact visor with the tilt slide moonroof option. We don't have a frame around this rearview mirror. Gives it a cleaner look with the auto dimmable capability and garage doors. Then we come over to the steering wheel. Steering wheel, I did tell you, is exactly the same. The only difference is that these little dots come illuminated here on the steering wheel. We have the shift lever for the transmission here on the bottom right, and this is where the engine start-stop is on the Palisade instead of up here like the Santa Fe. Coming over here, windshield wiper lever. Here on the left, a lighting lever. Further left, different look on the door panel, on the dashboard with the buttons there too. We come over to the door panel, way more modern feel on the door panel. Again, more of the modern, clean feeling window switches, side mirror switches, and automatic foldable switch. Now we're pretty much done with the first row seats. Let's show you the second and third. All right, everyone, the Palisade with the captain chairs here in the Limited. We do have heated and ventilated seats. So the Santa Fe only got the heated. We actually get the heated and ventilated in the Palisade for the Limited trim, as well as you get the same idea with the controls. In front, we have the hardbacks with the hardback pockets. Same idea with the USB-C plugins here on the right and the left, but a complete different look on that rear of the center console with the inverter here and cubby room here. Now we go up. This is where your tri-zone climate control is going to be with your heated and ventilated seats. We have the air vents, your O-snap handles, and your reading lights here next to the handles. But you also have an extra set of handles on the B-pillars, which I find is very convenient for the elderly. Come over to the door panels. We've got the sun visors for the Limited trim, and the door panel here on the Palisade just looks great. With the speaker system, we got sensors letting you know if there's something on the outside coming up or on the other side of the door so you don't hit your door. Cup holders, just one instead of two, and you got window switches here. Now, remember I told you guys, 44 inches for legroom, 43 inches of legroom, and then you got 34 inches of legroom here in the back. And that's where you're going to see the big difference between Palisade and Santa Fe. And the Santa Fe, you get two passengers, back third row. Here on the Palisade, you're getting three passengers, but again, I don't know how comfy it's going to be. I'm sitting back here. I'm 6 feet 2 inches tall, to keep that in mind. Something that I wanted to show you guys, it's really cool, is you have your switches here on the right and the left, but you could also move this seat back. And it gives you about 2 to 3 inches of extra legroom there. So you're sitting a little bit further back, and you can drop this backrest, which makes it a bit more comfortable for your tall people back here. Again, you might fit 3 shorter people back here, your kiddos. You also have USB-C plugins on the right and the left with the cup holders, 2 different cup holders back here, air vents on top, and your touch-sensitive reading lights too. All right. Now, guys, here's the MSRP sticker first to the Santa Fe, coming in at $49,444. Granted, the paint job on this exact Santa Fe in this video is about $1,000. You have some slight add-ons too. And now here's the Palisade sticker coming in at $43,900, which is sly of $44,000. And if you do the calculations minus the paint job and whatnot, you have about a $45,000 to $5,000 difference in between the Santa Fe Limited and the Palisade Limited. If you ask me which one I would do, hands down, not even a question, I'm going with the Palisade for an extra $4,500, $5,000. If you want to get rid of some little slight add-ons, it might be a little bit cheaper, but again, it's completely worth it on the Palisade for this exact unit that you see in this video. If you do get front-wheel drive, could be cheaper than the all-wheel drive, and if you also get non-hybrid or hybrid, will be more expensive or cheaper. Keep that in mind. Thank you so much for watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu for the car reviews and car products. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hype up this video, and check out our other videos. Thank you and God bless.